November 29th, Levy County Sheriff Department deputies seized Otter Creek town records. It was Don the Con's wife, Rose Mary, who was in charge then. After paying over $5,000 to get records requests from the town of Otter Creek, under the administration of Russ The Suss and Mary Mathis Scary, I now have 6,000 plus emails. And if we go all the way back to the very first one, it goes to January 16th, 2007. Now I want you to pay attention to this. That particular email was sent by Rosemary Severino. Yes, Donald the Conald's wife. She's in office as the clerk, the keeper of records. And what happens at the end of this year is absolutely astounding. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why I'm shocked anymore. Because in 2007, this entire article is on display and written. I'm going to read it to you right here. And it has everything to do with Rose Mary. And you're going to see back in 2007, not much has changed in Otter Creek. Well, that was until Madam Mayor Therese came and Belinda and cleaned all this garbage up. So right here, display ads. Okay, right here, we've got Saturday, December 29th. Otter Creek's retiring town council finished its term discussing and summarizing unfinished council business. And primary briefing newly elected council members immediately following the Otter Creek's attorney, Brent Harris, he's a good guy, by the way, still in the area, administered the oath of office to its three new council members. Clea Martin, which she had a great reign here in Otter Creek, and she tried to do a lot of things. And here's the craziest part. New members, they put Rosemary Severino and Don Severino in on the council. Okay. You're about to see that Rosemary got the town in a world of hurt. The sheriff came in, and now the people of Otter Creek not only put Rosemary, take her away from clerk, they put her on the town council and put Don in with her. Now, if that ain't corrupt, if that ain't nepotism, if that ain't illegal, which I'm pretty sure it was illegal back in 2007 as well, I don't know what is. Now, you all know what Don's gonna say. He's gonna tell me the bills and the paper. The article goes on to say, immediately after being sworn in, the new council members took their seats, replacing Councilman Russell Meeks Jr. Oh, it wasn't Senior. It was Rock, who's actually, he's in the county right now. We don't know for how long. And then also Frank Watson, who did not seek re-election, and Councilman and Mayor Bill Burris, defeated in his bid for re-election. Council members Marie Murray and Lois Nygaard, whose terms of office have not expired, remain. And as their first act of business, the council unanimously, look at this, this is not an exaggeration, unanimously elected Rosemary Severino Otter Creek mayor. You have got to be kidding me, because of what comes to follow, which is the sheriff. Okay, Otter Creek mayor. The council also approved the overview of responsibilities shared amongst themselves for routine town services and management functions. Two issues pose immediate challenges for the new council. During the November 1st regular town council meeting, Mayor Burris reported that the town's financial records were in a sorry state. Now, let's keep in mind who was in charge of the records. Rosemary Severino, January 16th, 2007. Remember, during the November 11th, 2007, who's in charge in all of 2007? It is Rosemary. And we've already shown emails that show her well past 2007. During the November 11th regular town council meeting, Mayor Burris reported that the town's financial records were in a sorry state. The council approved conducting an immediate audit. On November 29th, Levy County Sheriff Department deputies seized Otter Creek town records, responding to a concerned resident's allegations of wrongdoing. Apparently, I'm not the first one to call Don or his wife corrupt. Levy County Sheriff actually came in and seized all the records. And who was in charge of the records? It was Rosemary. And what did the people in Otter Creek do? Well, most likely, they had no idea that this was going on. They voted Rosemary in again. And then what did the council members do? They elect her mayor. She's the one that got them in this situation in the first place. Let me clearly state this to you and for you. The people who cause the problems are generally not the people who can solve them. They are problem causers, not problem solvers. And what do? They put Rosemary not only as the clerk, but now as the mayor. You think there was a little bit of cover-up going on? There's quite a few incredible towns around here. Beautiful, small neighborhoods, people who love each other. And this is very concerning to me. See, right here, Dear Town Clerk, I've tried on several occasions to reach you by phone with no success. Well, first of all, let me encourage you. Maybe you should ask her about property or about Lady Pirate, which, by the way, we have figured out what Lady Pirate is. Don apparently was a ship or a boat captain going out on charters, and then their son was doing chartering as well. So the boat apparently is still around here in Otter Creek somewhere. Lady Pirate was the boat, the business, the chartering. Now, if you would have called her about a piece of property in Otter Creek, she's a real estate, running it out of the Otter Creek Town Hall office, or about the charter business, maybe you would have gotten a response. But nope. What this person asked for, I tried to reach you by phone with no success. I was hoping to get a schedule for deposits that Otter Creek requires to establish water and garbage services for your customers. All right, well, let's back up there. We do not have garbage service. In Florida, you're taxed for your garbage services. Everybody is taxed for it. Therefore, you can go to the transfer station or to the dump all for free. Okay? And so there is no garbage, but you could pay somebody. You say, hey, Jeremy, I'll pay you $50 to come over and get your garbage. I'd greatly appreciate it if you would please email this, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But look at here. Deputy Clerk, Town of Yankeetown. This is what is so concerning. There are literally other towns messaging Rosemary. In 2000, this is 9 now, okay? So this is April 13th, 2009. Yankeetown is asking her opinion, a professional opinion. How do you guys do it? If there is anything I can warn every other surrounding town, don't do it like Otter Creek does it. You're going to find yourself in court. Because if you do it like they do it, they target outsiders, Northerners, Yankees. But in 2009, Rosemary does tell her it's the same for everyone. And she's talking about the deposit and all the water fees. It's the same for everyone. We don't have any renters at the present time. The policy was made years ago. Needs to be updated. I suspect it may change in the near future. You want to know when it changed? It changed when Jeremy Hales went into the office and talked to Mary. You remember that, right? And then they changed it to cover their butts. And they did it wrong. And they targeted me. And it was illegal. Let's see what Mary had to say.
So why am I, as a resident of Otter Creek, being charged $50 for something that just out of the blue you guys pulled and went, okay, I'm going to charge him $50?
Well,
Who-
take it up with the council.
So who made that decision? The council didn't, because I've already talked to council members, some of them. So the council doesn't know anything about this. Some of those members, who told you to bill me at $50 a month? Am I the only one in town with a 2-inch meter?
There's one other.
Who's the other?
Well,
Going back to when Levy County Sheriff came in and actually took all the records, if you're thinking, well, come on, she wasn't in charge of the finances. It's not Rosemary that was the problem. Okay, was it Mary DeGroot that was the problem? No, it was Rosemary. Look right here. She's actually puts herself down. Well, let's go up here. Mayor Clea Martin, Vice Mayor Liam Curry, council members John, Mary, and what? Don Severino, City Clerk, Rosemary. And if we jump down here, Director of Finance, Clerk. Wait, who's the City Clerk? Rosemary. Who's the Director of Finance? The Clerk. The issues were the one, the only, Don the Con's first lady, Rose. Mary, there's just something about Mary. A little awkward here. If anybody would have went in and demanded permits, oh boy, Rosemary couldn't have provided them because she's reaching out to everybody. I had a request for a document that's not in our files. Can you help me out? I need the certificate of completion for Robert Blackwell, which there's a pretty big thing going on right now in regards to Robert as well. We will get more to that later. But we got the address, parcel. This was a house move. Final inspection date was February 23rd, 2009 by Walter Brown. Can you possibly supply me with the original document? Excuse me, you're the clerk. You're the keeper of the records. Why in the world don't you have the document already on file? Not heaps and heaps and piles of dumps of paper that mean absolutely nothing, but should have been filed as you're selling property, or at least trying, as you're selling charters, or at least trying. Why didn't you actually focus on the town? Why didn't you actually do the work that you were paid to do? You are corrupt. This is serious. As you can see here, Rob said he needs the documentation to get his power on. And who's the one person that's keeping a resident from getting their power turned on? It's Rosemary. Because she didn't do her job effectively or efficiently. It is Rosemary that's keeping him from getting his power turned on. Which she goes on, or actually somebody else replies and says, why are you working on MLK holiday, organizing the town parade? Listen, if you've ever saw the town office, there's something that it never was: organized. And why would you put somebody who can't organize an office and loses certificates of completion and permits? Why would you put them in charge of a town parade? Who knows? They all might come from different angles and all of a sudden meet in the middle. Just like it looked in the office. This is better. This is more up Rosemary's alley for town hall work right here. Good day. I'm interested in purchasing some city-owned residential zone parcels which are now in your possession. I don't know if any of them have been deemed surplus or would be available for sale or bid. If you have a list of city-owned properties which are available for purchase, would be greatly appreciated if you could email me or let me know how I can get a copy. Now that's some work that Rosemary apparently can do. Now what? Can she do it well? I'm not sure. I don't know how successful she was. I'm going to guess not too successful, because she actually replies on March 25th, 2010, the town does not have any surplus property at this present time. Has the town ever had any real surplus property? The town almost has nothing to its name. It doesn't even have money.
Or easement.
2010. And right now it's May 6th. And Rosemary messages Brent, their current lawyer and legal counsel, and says, I just got a phone call from James Harris. He said that their attorney has not heard from you yet. Is there a problem? Is there a problem? 2010? There's a pretty big problem, because I believe that is the same year they had a records request lawsuit. Could have been 2012, but it looks like Rosemary's on the run. Look at this. Hello, baby. Yeah, hello, baby.
Baby.
It's to her daughter. Hello, baby. I took these pictures yesterday. The fawns were in between our house and the town hall. They were in front of Johnny Ray's house eating the mulberries. I also saw some deer down at Charlene's house yesterday. Charlene. That one? Yeah, that's the one. Yesterday morning, I started taking the camera with me when I go walking. I still am figuring out all the cool things this camera can do. It's wonderful. Love you, Mama. P.S. We applied for our passports on Wednesday. I told you she's going on the run now, George. She's getting busted. She's on the run. Her and Donald the Conald, they're getting passports. Who knows where they're going? We just know they didn't stay. They came back. It was 2012 when Joel Chandler sued the town of Otter Creek. But looks like Clea Martin, former mayor, had an opportunity as well. Hello, Brent. Again, this is from Rosemary. I don't know when the second meter was taken out. Now, hold a second. You know what this is about, right? Water. And what's the whole issue with me? Water. And if they would have just done the right thing, would there have ever been an issue? Nope. Because here in Otter Creek, like Russ The Suss calls it, we didn't care to be involved in anything. Just wanted to be treated the way everybody else was. You know what? Let me take that back, because they treat each other pretty horribly in town hall. The things we've seen Russ The Suss, Don the Con, Mary do. We want to be treated like the precious people of Otter Creek treat one another. We want the Hudson mentality. But here, Rose is saying, I don't know when the second meter was taken out. It was in place for a couple years without being used. Miss Martin was billed for the second meter both when it was in there and what, George? When it was not. Do you understand the town of Otter Creek is charging somebody for a water meter on a monthly basis when there's no water meter in there? And we wonder where Mary got all this excellent training. We know 100% it was from Rosemary, charging people who don't even have a water meter that's been taken out. And then you got Mary charging me double, more than double than everybody else. I'm sure the residents are extremely happy though that she's got her hands wrapped around her baby. Hello, baby. Yet again, I'm thinking about getting a new phone. What do you know about neurons? There's so many jokes there. I'm not even going to go there, okay? Hello, baby. What do you know about Neuron? How do you like your new phone so far? The rep said I can get internet for just $10 more per month than what I pay now. Hey, do you think it was Hello, Baby that was at Levy County Courthouse when there was a bomb threat called in? You don't think that was her? Because you've seen her before. You've seen Hello, Baby. Will I what? Will I chantilly lace in a pretty face? Okay, phone's going to cost me $35. How does that sound to you? Do you mind how big your phone is when you're carrying it around? Do you have a cover for it? Why don't you give me a call when you get off work? I just got an MP4 player. Okay. Mind blown. Don can't download attachments, but Rosemary has an MP4 player. Mind blown. Like, this is earth-shattering information. We are charging people who have meters taken out, but we have time to have conversations with family members on the town hall email, which is inappropriate, during town hall time, which is inappropriate. And even if you go, well, maybe she clocked out, completely and totally not okay. You would get fired from your boss if you did this where you work. Let's see. I got an MP4 player. I ordered it from Avon. Ooh.
I didn't know Avon sold that.
I saw the A. I thought that was going to be Amazon. But then again, we are in 2010. I had no clue Avon was selling MP3 players. But here we go. It plays videos, games, as well as music. Now I need some new music. Love, Mama. Rosemary. Town Clerk. Town of Otter Creek. Rosemary, I have a song for you. Hello, baby. Can't figure out the water billing situation, but we can bill and take care of Lady Pirate business. Look at this right here, May 4th, 2010. We're going to be in Cedar Key, June 21st, 22nd, 23rd. We'd like to charter on your boat for half a day. There'll be 4 of us. Websites is $295. Can we have a few days and can we call you in a few days for this charter? Jane Burris, okay? And then guess who's answering? Rosemary Severino, Lady Pirate Fishing. Do you understand that this is a public record? A public record. Anything these morons do with email, texting, phone calls, anything, it's a public record. How foolish, how ignorant, how moronic, how asinine can you be? And yet, here it all is. Hello, Jane. We're busy here in June, so you should probably book now to ensure you get the date you want. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That's a sales tactic, okay? That's called urgency. Now, Probably they had no book dates whatsoever. But if you say, oh man, we're booking so fast, you better get it now, it's causing a sense of urgency. That's a sales tactic, okay? All right. I took a couple other reservations this morning for the end of June. Wait, no, hold a second. She's literally using Town Hall to take reservations for Lady Pirate. Oh my goodness. It just keeps going, and she's the Energizer Bunny. Keeps going and going and going, and wonders why the sheriff came in and confiscated all the books and records. Okay. All right. We took some reservations this morning for the end of June. In June, you'll probably be able to catch some trout, redfish, whiting, mackerel, cobia, and of course there's others, but these are the most plentiful. We're looking forward to fishing with you. Rosemary. Look, Lady Pirate Fishing.
Do you think they offer Lebanon Bologna?
Oh man, if they offered Lebanon Bologna, I would book immediately.
So would I.
And then, hi Rosemary, just wondering, why didn't we get the pictures that your son took on the charter with us on June 22nd? He said they would get them by email. Thanks, Jane Burris. Oh, here we go. I'll check with Captain Darren. Now, you have to understand this last election, Darren actually, he ran for election as well. He got the fewest votes, which was how many? 11 votes, okay? So, number one, nepotism. It is never okay for Rosemary and Don to be serving in the same capacity for the town hall. One or the other, not both. Nor is it okay for Don and Darren. Neither of them should have been on the same, it's one or the other. It's either going to be Don or it's going to be Darren. Now, Don was already in on town hall council. Darren should not be running with Don on there. It's nepotism. It's illegal in most venues and areas and places. It is not okay. And this is why. She is the clerk, Don is on the council, and you see all this garbage happening. I'll check with Captain Darren and I'll get back to you. He did mention he had taken some photos of your trip. Rosemary, Lady Pirate. You think Rose is the Lady Pirate? Because here's what's happening. This Lady Pirate is stealing from you, residents of Otter Creek. She is taking your treasure, your booty, your money. She's stealing from you. She's stealing time. She's stealing resources over and over and over again. She is pirating and taking from you. Was. Past tense, 2010. I mean, really, we could still say still because Don's still doing it. And, you have that whole illegal transaction, in my opinion, of the fire truck. The reality is this. She owes you interest on everything she took from you. Lady Pirate's at it again. I know it's really late, but it looks like I'll be in Cedar Key this weekend. I would love to go on a fishing and a scalloping charter. Do you have any times available? Do you know anyone who might? Thanks. Okay, Rosemary says, we're available on Sunday. If you'd like to book, please call Rosemary. Look at this. I want you to pay attention to this. Seriously, Rosemary. We're available on Sunday. If you would like to book, please call my cell. Rosemary Severino, Town Clerk, Town of Otter Creek, the number of Otter Creek. At what point does a grown woman attempting to run a business for her husband and for her son not know that this is completely and totally against the law? Number one, it's at a minimum immoral, it's unethical, and at its maximum, it's against the law. We find it rather odd, and we don't use that term normally, but we find it rather odd when people call us outsiders, when the entire town of Otter Creek was really funded by a logging company out of Michigan. But even Don, who says he has publicly stated in multiple town hall meetings, he does not represent me. He's clearly told me he does not represent me. And yet, we're going to find out right here, they're outsiders. They are outsiders. Look at this, Rosemary. Hello, Barbara. I'm the town of Otter Creek clerk in Otter Creek. We're a town of 145 residents. I've been clerk for 10 years. Now, I have to ask the question, how does a woman maintain a job of clerk for 10 years, get voted to be mayor, still clerk after 10 years, when the Levy County Sheriff come in and confiscate all the financials? Who in their right mind in this town is going, yeah, that's okay. Yep, that'll be all right. No, yeah, Levy County Sheriff's at the door taking everything out. That's the mayor. That is our future mayor right there. Who in the world thinks that way? All right, let's keep going. For 10 years, we've never attended a league conference. Our annual budget is 85 grand. I received a letter sometime back mentioning financial assistance for cities that have not attended with the past 10 years. Is this help available? What's the extent of it? I'm a part-time clerk. Annual pay is $12,000. Any information you could provide would be greatly appreciated. I lived in Hollywood. Wait. Don the Con is an outsider? Rosemary is an out. You're telling me all of the Russ the Suss grew up in Elsie, where another moron grew up? They're outsiders. They're all outsiders. I got a little too excited. I apologize. This is incredible information. Let's finish. When we moved to Otter Creek, I've not been back to Hollywood since we left in 2000. Rosemary, you're not in Hollywood screen anymore. You're on a bigger platform. It's called YouTube, and we thank you. Even Hollywood couldn't come up with this stuff. I truly could go on and on with example after example. Hi, I'm making plans to be in Cedar Key on the 30th and 31st of July. I'm interested in doing half day, 2 people on the 31st. Do you have that available? What time do you leave? Return. Thank you, Terry. Well, Terry, the 31st is available at present time. The best time for fishing would be 2 p.m. Did you want to charter that boat? For the fee, it's $275. Wait, wasn't it $295 last time? Oh, they must have discounted it. $20 discount. All right, the trip is for 4 hours. We provide the bait, the tackle, the rods, the reels, also the license. We have a cooler on the board you're welcome to use. The boat is a well, it's one of those boats. Top and a marine toilet. Huh. Wow. You mean, I wonder if their AC is on top of their toilet like Town Hall was. Rosemary, town clerk. Again, Rosemary Severino, town clerk, town of Otter Creek. This is beyond inappropriate. And she should pay everything back to this town plus interest. This is like the biggest joke. She gets an email from Florida law. All right. You see Florida law right here. And she's being told that it is now mandatory to hang up posters in compliance. This is crazy. It's in compliance, workplace compliance with the law. This woman knows nothing about workplace compliance with the law, okay? And the funniest part is, so each work site is in compliance with Florida law, right there. Each work site's compliance with, and what does she say? Right up here, look at this. We need 4. Okay, first of all, she breaks every law. Second, there's only one person even working in there. We gotta have 4. I figured it out why she needed 4. I got it now. Right here. Hello, Jennifer. We have 2 seats available Saturday morning. Sunday's open. How many are in your party? We have a minimum of, how many, George?
4.
4 to go out. Rosemary, town clerk, town of Otter Creek. The one and only Lady Pirate. Finally, something that actually has to do with Otter Creek. Cheryl, just a reminder about the city council meeting, Monday the 7th. By the way, this is 8/13. We're still in 2010. I'm glad you're coming. Water quality is once again on the minds of many residents of Otter Creek. Hopefully you'll have some cause for optimism. I'll attach the agenda in the minutes of the last meeting. Rosemary, town clerk, I'm surprised she didn't sign it. Lady Pirate. You know, she's signing everything.
Out of habit?
Yeah, out of habit. Why not just sign it Lady Pirate? So as you can see, even in 2010, water was an issue. And nothing has changed in 2024. Rose didn't fix it. Don didn't fix it. Russell didn't fix it. It's still not fixed. It's a major issue. And you think she would have spent all of her time on that issue. You think she would have worked actually for the people and the residents instead of taking from them. But instead, she finally once, and I just went through a ton more of Lady Pirate emails. She's in there booking. Why in the world did the residents of Otter Creek pay this woman $12,000 a year for a part-time position? Which I've said before, that position in that office is at a maximum 10 hours a week, if that. Once you actually get it organized, everything that has to be done, I can't even foresee 10 hours a week. She's milking it and she's taking from them, and water is still an issue to this day because these are the people that you've put in charge of something they should have never ever been in charge of. Just a reminder, right here, tell Captain Darren, bring some sunblock, because it's getting hot in here. The police were there before. I guarantee you, the police are going to be in town hall again.